Welcome to SSR Pharma Media, your trusted source for pharma knowledge. Today's series, Inventory Crackers, Crack the Exam. Drugstore Business Management, Inventory Control. Today we are going to discuss about input-output ratio analysis. Prepare, practice, succeed. So today we are going to see inventory control techniques. So already I told this topic is present under the Diploma and Bachelor of Pharmacy B.Pharm syllabus, as well as there are many competitive exams. This topic is present under the inventory management. So now in RRB syllabus, it is present under the pharmaceutical marketing. So inventory control techniques, there are 9 techniques: ABC analysis, economic order quantity, VED analysis, perpetual inventory system, review of slow and non-moving items, input-output ratio analysis, setting of various level, use of material budgeting, establishing on effective purchase procedure. So in this 9 techniques, already we have discussed these 5 techniques. So today we are going to discuss about input-output ratio analysis. The first question, primary purpose of input-output ratio analysis in manufacturing is to option A, determine selling price of the product. Option B, measure efficiency of manufacturing department. Option C, fix reorder level of raw materials. Option D, calculate labor productivity. So the answer is option B. So measure efficiency of the manufacturing department. Determines the efficiency of the manufacturing department. So it is a determining the efficiency of manufacturing department. So we'll discuss about input-output ratio analysis. So definition and purpose. Determines efficiency of manufacturing department. So it is the first important or purpose. So efficiency of manufacturing department. It indicates favorable or unfavorable material usage by comparing actual consumption with standard consumption, and estimate material cost per unit by multiplying raw material rate with input-output ratio. So advantages of input-output ratio analysis. Efficiency assessment of manufacturing. Variance deduction, actual versus standard consumption. Estimating material cost per unit output. Detecting abnormal material usage in audits. So these are all the very important advantages of input-output ratio analysis. So the cost of unit raw material is equal to input divided by output into rate per unit in the finished product. So this formula is very important. With the using this formula, we will see the calculation. Next question. Input-output ratio analysis helps indicates whether the use of material is favorable or unfavorable by option A, comparing with market prices. Option B, comparing actual consumption with standard consumption. Option C, using first in first out versus last in first out value. Option D, comparing with previous month sales. So the answer is B, comparing actual consumption with standard consumption. So it compares actual consumption with standard consumption and signaling favorable, unfavorable usage. Next question. To estimate material cost contained in the finished product per unit, input output ratio analysis suggests. So what is the suggestion given by the input output ratio analysis? Option A, dividing purchase price by input output ratio. Option B, multiplying labor cost by input output ratio. Option C, multiplying raw material rate by input output ratio. Option D, subtracting wastage from purchase price. So the answer is option C, multiplying raw material rate by input output ratio. Cost of raw material in the finished product can be found by multiplying cost per kg by the input output ratio. Next question, which of the following is not an advantage of input output ratio analysis? Option A, efficiency assessment of manufacturing. Option B, consumption variance indication versus standard. Option C, direct calculation of selling overheads. Option D, estimating material cost per unit output. The answer is option C. So direct calculation of selling overheads. Selling overheads does not addressed by input output ratio analysis. So the other three are explicit advantages. Next question, a practical use of input output ratio analysis in audit of a plant is to benchmark energy tariff. Option B, detect abnormal material usage against standards. Option D, determine depreciation rate of equipment. Option D, forecast marketing demand. So the answer is option B, detect abnormal material usage against standard. By comparing actual versus standard material consumption, it helps flag abnormal or unfavorable usage. Next question, a manufacturing unit charge 3 kg of material B into the process. The material content in the final product is 2.4 kg. What is the input output ratio analysis? So already I told the formula, input divided by output. If you see the formula, input divided by output into 100. So by using this formula we can calculate this. If you see the, so they have given 3 kgs. So 3 kgs of input. So 3 divided by, the answer is 2.4 into percentage. Will indicate in the percentage. If you are substituting this, we will get 125%. So the answer is here 1D, option D, 125. You substitute the input output in the input output ratio analysis formula. You will get the answer. If you see, input output ratio percentage indicates the efficiency of material usage in the production process. Specifically, how much raw material is required to produce a given amount of usable material in the final product. See this tabular column. If input output ratio is equal to 100%, so all input material is retained in the final product. So ideal, no loss. If input output ratio is more than 100, more material is charged than retained. Losses or wastage or evaporation or reaction by products, etc. So if you see the next option, if input output ratio less than 100, Rare in practice could mean you somehow get more material in output than you charged. So, which actually point to measurement error or addition from other sources. So, you must carefully you have to read it. Equal, more or less. So, each symbols or each equal means it's a final product ideal, no losses are occur. If it is more input output ratio analysis, losses occur. If it is less in input output ratio, so there may be charged, so overcharged, which usually point to measure the error or addition from other sources. So lower input output ratio, higher efficiency, less wastage. Higher input output ratio, lower efficiency, more wastage. See the next question. A pharmaceutical company use chemical B as a raw material at cost 20 per kg with an input output ratio of 120. Due to shortage, two substitutes are available with the following details. So, two B and B2, B1 and B2, rate per kg 18 kg and input output ratio 130%, B2 25 rupees, input output ratio 105. So, which substitute is most cost effective for producing same finished product? So, they have given the rate per kg and they given the input output ratio. So, by using these two value, we have to tell which which one is the more cost effective, either B1 or B2. So, we have to use the formula. If you see this formula, so we know the cost. So, 18 rupees into, so 130 means percentage 130 divided by 100. So, you will get 1.130 divided by 100, you will get 1.3 percentage. 1.3. So, 18 into 1.3 is, you will get 23.24 paise. And in B2, 25 divided by 1.05. 105 divided by 100 if you are putting means you will get 1.05. So, 25 into 1.05 you will get 26.25 rupees. So, lower cost is a B1. So, most cost effective. So, this the answer is A. So, B1 is the most effective, cost effective. The same sum, a pharmaceutical company uses chemical X rupees 14 kg with input output ratio of 130%. So, due to shortage, two substitutes are available. Material X1, X2, 16, 15%, 115%, 13, 115%. You practice this sum. So, 115 divided by 100 is equal to 1.15, and you have to substitute. So, 16 into 1.15. So, same like that. So, 13, 150 divided by 100, you will get 1.50. So, you will get some amount. You have to multiply with this value. So, according to that, the answer is A. X1 is only the cost effective. So, explanation you see. So, 150 divided by 100 into 16. So, 150 divided by 100 means 1.15. So, 18.4 rupees. So, X2 is a 19.50 paise. 18.40 paise, 19.50 paise. So, among these two, so less cost means, so the value is more. So, X1 is the more economic. An ideal drugstore, if it is its inventory is? Option A, inadequate. Option B, in excess. Option C, at level between excessive and inadequate. Option D, meager. So, put your answer in the comment box. Comment your answer. Check your pharma knowledge, subscribe and join in our WhatsApp community, and you will get benefits of test and hands-on material. Thank you, your trusted source for pharma knowledge. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you.